What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux. In today's video, girl, we're talking about James. Anything for views. Charles, he's at it again. We're gonna see, and we're gonna clock at the house, girl, and see what really happened. So start the video, girl. Okay, girl, so here's the tea. James Charles put together this video on YouTube, right? And in that video, he painted his face blue and was trying to look all spooky for Halloween. And they had like blue with the black. I mean, it was pretty cute, girl, right? It's pretty cute. Well, you already know. People start tagging me and this other person's Instagram post, Josh J. Morin on Instagram, girl. I think he's an 18-year-old, does sickening makeup, girl. Well, she posted a photo on Instagram, but then she deleted it. But I'm like, no. Keep that picture up because I feel you were right. So here's what she said in the Instagram post. She said, James Charles, what's good, sister? I posted this look originally September 13th. I'd like some credit if you took inspiration, please. As a smaller artist, I would like an answer. Please like this video and thumbs up and love Rich Lux. So that's what he said in the Instagram post, girl. And I saw it, I was like, come on, girl, call her out. But you already know James Charles is too booked to be bothered, girl. She ain't gonna credit nobody, no ma'am. She ain't never have, she ain't never will. She don't even credit my fat ass, because I remember I did this video where I contoured my face with the fidget spinner, and then days later, she did it, girl. Don't want to give credit nobody. Don't want to give credit nobody. But gone are the day. But you know, I'm too booked to be bothered. So I was gonna sit there and harass her to tell her to give me credit, girl. Girl, bye. People know who the real originator is. Just like when they see James Charles picture video, girl, they already know Miss Josh on Instagram is the real deal and the originator of it. Now, in my opinion, because the last time I checked, my fat ass allowed to have one. I love James Charles so much, but I kind of do feel like, yeah, I think she copied her, girl. I think she copied. Now, I don't have no proof, but I've never been wrong. But I feel like she did copy her the house, and she ain't gonna give no apology, and she ain't gonna give no credit, because that's the type of girl she is. But in my opinion, I think Josh Morin does way better makeup than James Charles. I mean, I do way better makeup than James Charles the house. And don't think James Charles just sit here and defend James Charles that he's just holier than thou, because she's shady, girl. Miss James Charles has thrown shade at me before on Twitter, talking about wonky eyelash or something like that, trying to be a little petty, girl. Girl, bye. Joke's on you, because I already knew it was wonky, bitch. All that to say, I think James Charles is pretty sure she's a nice person. She's pretty cool. But can she be shady? Yes, the house. I mean, didn't the other day she said she was gonna quit YouTube? But yet she's still around copying people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, girl. Clock at the house. But if James Charles swears to the gods that she did not even copy Miss Josh, and if she claims she don't even know who Josh is, then say it. I mean, I'm pretty sure people have been tagging her about it. So she need to be like, oh, you know what? I didn't even know who you were. Too booked to be bothered. I'm so sorry. I came in with this my own. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let people know. No, I'm sorry. But you know what? I like your makeup. Maybe we can collab or something. But, you know, girl, we'll never know. But like I said, I love James Charles so much. But she probably views me as some hateful person anyway, but you already know I'm just too booked to be bothered. God knows as far as from the truth. But this reminds me of this one time I had two friends of mine and we went over to Six Flags over Texas. And if you don't know what Six Flags is, it's kind of like Disneyland, Disney World. But here in Texas, we have this thing called Six Flags. And I remember me and my two friends had went over there. Two straight girls, by the way. Now, they claimed to be best friends, but honestly, I mean, they were always like in competition with each other. And always trying to like argue and stuff like that. And half the time, they were messing around with the same guys behind each other's back. But they wouldn't ever, and I knew the house girl. Soon, look, let me tell you how it went down, girl. Because one time before the whole Six Flags drama went down, it was Ashley and Nicole. Now, Ashley is the one who owned the apartment, but Nicole would go over there and hang out all the time. And of course, I would be there too. Well, Ashley would have guys come over in the middle of the night, right? And they'll be in the room, swanging and banging, all that drama. And I'll be in the living room watching TV. You already know, like Kermit the Frog. And Nicole will be there too. Well, when the guy would leave, Nicole would make an effort, girl, to be like, oh, I gotta go get something from my car. I'll be right back. And she would go over to the parking lot. Now, she knew what the guy looked like because she watched him walk into the apartment. All right, and so then, you know, usually guys last about 10, 15 minutes, girl, who knows. So she would, you know, stick around for a little bit, but then around the 10, 15 minute mark, she would leave and go to the parking lot. Well, that's around the time the guy would leave. Ashley's room because he was done banging, okay? And then Ashley would be like, where's Nicole? And I'd be like, oh, girl, she went to her car or something like that. Miss Ashley, girl, just got pounded at the house. She don't even know what's going on, girl. So what happened was, girl, so freaking shady, girl. What happened was the guy would go into the parking lot to get into his car. But there was Nicole waiting for him. And she was like, hey. What? Like acting like she never even seen him, because most of the time when the guy would walk in, he wouldn't ever really engage with us or see us. He would, I guess, kind of embarrassed, like walk ashamed, go straight to the room. So he wouldn't even know that he had originally had seen her when he walked in. He wouldn't even know. So Nicole being in the parking lot like, hey, what, can I get your number? And that guy acting all slick, being a guy, knowing damn well, and I know and she know that he just hooked up with our friend, he'll be like, but he doesn't know that we know that. So he'll be like, yeah, you know, here's my number. So she'll get his number. And then the next day, or later on, if that, she would be texting him, setting up other sessions, girl. Like, oh yeah, you want to hang out? I knew all this was going on, but I don't want to get in the middle of it because they both did it too. They both were shady, girl. Like, they want to sit here and be like, why are you talking mess about me? Why are you talking mess about me? I'm like, look, everybody talks about everybody, okay? And that's one thing you're going to learn in life, girl. Everybody talks about everybody. Once you figure that out, girl, you'll soon know that you're too booked to be bothered. So anyways, we went over the damn Six Flags, right? So we're riding the rides and blah, blah, blah. And there's like a hotel near the Six Flags. We had to drive to get there. So there was one of the workers they were flirting with, you know, the ones that operate the rides or whatever. He had to be like, I think he was like 6 feet tall. He had like dreads. So she got his number. Nicole got his number. And I already can tell the enviousness in Ashley's face, girl. She was just like, yeah. Whatever, right? Anyway, so she got his number. We went, you know, we rode the ride. We walked around. Later on that day, Miss Ashley was like, I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be right back. I know where she was going because she was gonna go find that boy at the ride and get his number of the house too. I actually got lucky too because I got somebody's number that day too, actually. Okay, and we actually hung out later on too. We found a little quiet place, just us alone, some little place that no one knows. You know what? No, now you got me thinking, girl. I remember that we had a really good conversation and everything was like cool and perfect. You know how you say with people, oh, we're going to keep up, keep in touch, you're so cool, but they never do. It was that situation. So, girl, that was a while ago. Anyways, back to the story. So we get back to the hotel room, right? So I already know Miss Nicole's trying to set him up like, oh, you want to come over, man, when you get off work, blah, blah. So she comes over, but what you didn't know is other girl was also texting him, oh, you want to come over, you want to come over. They both had the same room, and they both didn't know that they were texting the same guy because, of course, they want to be sneaky in the house. The drama was, finally the guy came over, but he came over for Ashley and not Nicole. So Ashley was like, oh, I'm going to have a friend. She didn't want to say who it was. Oh, I'm about to have a trade come over. I'm about to have a guy come over. Y'all need to leave. And I was like, I'm going to go hide in the restroom, girl. I'm going to go hide in the restroom. So I went in the restroom, and I'm sitting in there. I closed the door. And I locked it and I'm like listening, girl. Because I want to go leave the damn room. It's hot outside. No, ma'am. I could hear the other girl like, oh, yeah, well, who you bringing? Then she's like, oh, no, just a friend, you know. I've been knowing them for like 2 weeks. Girl, bye. Remember we talked about that? People be saying they be knowing people for 2 weeks. Girl, more like 2 minutes. So anyways, the guy comes to the door. But Miss Thane didn't want to go hide in the restroom where she's acting like she's folding her clothes and her luggage and, you know, being occupied. She want to be nosy to the house. So she opens the door and it's the guy from the rides, girl. The dread hit the house. I already knew. I already saw it coming a mile away. He comes in there. He's like, oh, what's up? Woo, 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 woo. And she's like, oh, my friend was just about to leave. And then that's whenever the other girl clocked to the house. She goes, I got his number. The guy didn't even know who she was. She didn't recognize her. He didn't even know that he got her number earlier that day. He probably gets so many girls' numbers that he can't even keep up, girl. When you go to those theme parks and those little cute boys be working the rides, they be getting all the girls' numbers and sometimes boys' numbers too. They won't keep up the house. So she was like, I got his number first. You must have got his number when you claim you're gonna go to the restroom. They started arguing with each other. That guy was just like in shock. He's like, well, look, I never forget this until this day. I still use this term. He says, yeah, so maybe another time. And he left, girl. Till this day, I say that to people. People are like, oh, you want to hang out? You want to do this? I'll be like, you know, maybe another time, which means definitely no. If I ever tell you maybe another time, it means definitely no. Anyway, since that day, their friendship deteriorated and it just became more negative and more hateful and like a very toxic friendship because they were always like competing with each other. And she stole her man the house, girl. Until this day, they do not speak because they're so bitter and they have so much pride they can't say that they were both wrong. So linking it back to James Charles stealing this poor kid's makeup girl, whatever it was, it somehow makes sense in there. It intertwines because in the world we're all connected some way, somehow. In conclusion, girl, don't be trying to steal your friend's trade or boys that they meet, because I always say if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And James Charles, if you did steal that boy's makeup, you need to clock at the house and apologize or give him some credit, and if you didn't, then keep it moving, girl, not bother. But as always, girl, smash that like button. It helps me out so much. And comment, rate, subscribe. If you like the video, share it. Don't like the video, send it to your haters. When they watch it, they lost 10 minutes of life, they'll never get back. Alright, so next video, peace.